So today I'm going to be talking about Trisha Paytas and their relationship with Moses. And if you haven't watched my previous videos on this topic, I'm linking them above because they're definitely going to be helpful in understanding what I'm talking about in this video. So actually, before I actually get right into the video, make sure you smash the subscribe button and like the video if you care to do so. So what had happened was Trisha Paytas has been getting a lot of comments suggesting that Moses seems to be the one doing a lot of the heavy lifting and just being the one taking care of Trisha, and it doesn't really work vice versa that way. And Trisha honestly seems to be wanting to convince, in my mind, convince the public or the people, the stands, the fans, the people making this comment that their relationship is solid. When we can all honestly see through all the BS. And she made this Twitter post shown on the screen. And honestly, people weren't buying it in the comment section underneath that post, and people were calling them out. And one person said basically that it's not normal. It's normal, to ask partners to help you do something, but it's not normal when they do every single thing. And I'm not saying that Moses does every single thing, but it seems as though he does. And Trisha is always advertising this on Twitter, which is fine because that's how some people show care and affection and whatever, all that stuff, all that jazz. But in my mind, or just basically what I've noticed, is that all those compliments come at a time where either they're getting bashed for other things and then they go and praise Moses, or they're getting backlash for how they treat Moses, or the fact that maybe their relationship is sort of toxic or abusive. So they basically go on this thing where they praise the relationship and how great it is and how they've never been in such an amazing relationship like that ever. But we also see the opposite side of this, where people notice things that have been done or things that are going on that doesn't seem quite right. For example, the fact that Trisha allegedly made Moses get rid of his cats.
Moses is 42. He doesn't even like cats.
Dude,
he doesn't even want his cats because he's
Calm down,
they ruin his shit. Like, the fact that you guys are
Moses doesn't want his cats.
You're the reason we keep having to come home. You're the reason my mans keep trying to leave in the day. We could be out having pina coladas by the pool, but we gotta come home and visit these little bitches. What's this one's name?
Rain.
Rain, is this your favorite, right? Rain's gotta go.
Dad.
Dad.
Like I'm.
But you're not a dad. Or you're a dad now.
I am. I have 4 kittens.
That's all you post on your Instagram story. That's the only text messages I get from you are kittens of your video of your kittens.
And then went online to basically say that, Moses is allergic to cats, but he was also touching the cats, feeding the cats, being around the cats, playing with the cats. And people are basically saying that doesn't make sense and that was just a cover up. And they went on Instagram Live to basically, dispute or cancel all of these allegations. And you can see the fact that Moses keeps looking at Trisha, like looking at them if they were basically, to basically verify if they're, in my mind, or what I think, my opinion, saying the right things, or if they're, following the quote unquote script. And I think people are not buying this because, yeah, there are people who are allergic to cats but still have cats around and play with them and all that stuff. But in this situation, people are thinking opposite based on the history of how, Trisha's relationships have been in the past. And from my perspective, the fact that it's actually really, really hard to change from a person who drove into someone's house to a person who is now in a completely stable and healthy relationship in a year and a half or so. It takes a lot of time for people to change and to grow and to learn, and it's not something that happens overnight. So it seems from that perspective that people are still thinking that, maybe Moses is in a very tough spot and is not able to leave the relationship because of the lifestyle that it provides, right? And an example or something to back that up is the fact that Ethan Klein, in one of their early frenemies podcast videos, said that one of the things that he, made as a pro for dating Trisha is the fact that, and that was honestly a red flag for me because I'm like, okay, now putting 2 and 2 together, that could be a reason why he's staying in the relationship. Bringing me to the other point here was, Trisha went on another rant another, you know, thing where she was talking about the frenemies podcast, and she made a video about the fact that Ethan was basically calling Moses delusional, and just basically trying to tell Moses that Trisha actually tried to ruin his life. And that was kind of like, okay, when you are in, maybe think about that, the fact that when you're in like an abusive situation or relationship or whatever, you can't really see clearly, and usually the people outside of you are the people that can see clearly and see it definitively more than you can, because you're in an emotionally abusive situation and your mind isn't working the same way. So
this is where you're wrong. He's calling Moses delusional, and he's saying that he's telling Moses that I tried to ruin his life last year, and all this stuff that's like really irrelevant, and bringing it up now to him in private text messages. And that's not cool. That's just not cool.
I feel like that's also another, cue in that sense. The fact that even though that was talking about the frenemy situation, just calling him delusional in that sense gives me like some sort of insight into the fact that maybe he actually is having brain fog and he can't really see what's true for what's true, because he's just been around Trisha for too long. And that's just, yep. Let me know what you think. Do you think that we're all reaching here and there is like, this relationship is perfect, no toxicity at all, it's just sparkling clean? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and subscribe if you like the situation that we have going on over here. Bye bye, see you in my next video.